You get what I'm saying? I wish that that person showed up. It was as if when the camera was not filming, when my parents were not there, she, let her, guard down. I don't mean that in a negative way, and, just, again, kind of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Well, not exactly. But let me tell you, if she were to get mad at me with my parents around, then she would not express the anger in probably any way that she expressed it, when I was there. And I do believe that if you sit on a feeling, it will grow and grow, and it will mount to something just so uncomfortable, and then it'll just come out just the wrong way. Because if you don't release your feelings, if you don't get it out there, then it's not gonna be healthy. It's not gonna be very healthy. But so anyway, I mean, there were a couple of just moments of anger, but I think that I've covered all the major, times of that experience, which I perceived probably differently than my teacher perceived. She probably, from her point of view, her perception was probably different. Because she was older, and, your perceptions of things different when you're older. And that's basically it. There were several good moments. Sitting on the canoe, riding down the river. Going to the fair just here in town. Going to the state capitol building in Des Moines. Went there. So there were several good times. It wasn't all negative, but a lot of what I remember of her and of that experience was the negatives that came from it, and I'm that's disappointing. But one of the things that really, really was special was that I got myself involved in an honor choir when we met after school a couple of times in my music class, and we practiced, and then we went over to the middle school, and we practiced all day, and then my grandma was there, and that was around my birthday, so then that weekend we celebrated it. My friend Zane was there, and we went up to the bowling alley. And then the next day, on my birthday on April 6th, and I just wish that it happened during the weekend, was kind of a mixed day. And I hated to bring something up during my birthday party, but since it was my birthday party, I did kind of bring up, I just briefly mentioned it, and, I didn't go into a whole conversation about it, but, I asked, I probably said, I probably asked, do you have any homework, because we were, doing, at the time we were writing out an ABC book of the, certain locations in Des Moines, and don't tell Shelley that. Don't tell Shelley that I asked about that while I was in the middle of, my birthday party. Because you know what, her response is going to be to that. With the school system is, trying to take away from family. And parts of that I do agree with. But I think that her argument has to be more constructive. Not cherry picking, and if you want to make yourself known, go to TED Talk if you feel so passionate about it. Go to TED Talk and tell your story, and if you want to get yourself and your opinions out there and you feel passionate about it, go there and, tell the world, and you'll probably get, different type of response and view and perception. So, my friend said, no, I don't have any. Oh, what happened the next day? Well, he didn't get in trouble. But he did get a little something from her about getting that done. Maybe a little guilt into that, I don't know. The interesting thing was that morning when we were passing out cookies, passing out, I think that they were yellow and purple cookies, kind of banana cookies, I don't know. She said, they can't choose which sprinkles, which cookies that they want. Okay. I was thinking that, okay, it's my birthday. That's not something that you can be possessive about. If I want to give them the option, if I want to be kind and give them the option, then I will do that. But no, I didn't do that. Now, living now, being as old as I'm now, with the new version of myself, I probably would say something. And if I would say it, when I say things, I don't mean any, thing in a mean or negative way, but I would, say something like that. But no, I didn't. I did not. I just simply was just kind of just programmed to follow without questioning anything, without, nothing. Without asking, without standing up. Because I didn't know what would happen. It was like, it was unpredictable. I was around a ticking time bomb for a good portion of time. For practically, 9 months. 9 months around a ticking time bomb, which I had no idea would go off or, turn on, whether she was going to respond this way or respond that way. I really, really didn't know. So I didn't want to risk anything, because I was very sensitive to her demeanor, and I did not take very well to it. I don't know, I probably took better to Mrs. Loloff, who was a huge portion of the reasoning for why I left Whittier. Now, both of them I didn't get along with, but comparatively, Miss, Loloff, just how we, in negative situations, were very similar. But maybe I would choose her, and, given more time, I'd probably, open up and get more comfortable with her around me. But, yeah, that's really what I have in terms of talking about. Oh, another great memory was that every, Monday and Tuesday we would go do a coffee shop. Well, on Mondays we would ask, we would go around to the different teachers, ask, what do you want? What kind of coffee do you want? And we would be delivering that coffee. And sometimes it would be, lemonade. Sometimes it would be hot cocoa. So it wasn't just coffee. But that was another really, really fun thing that came from it. The field trips was, that was, I'd never gone on so many field trips before. So there was a lot of fun things coming from that. But unfortunately, a lot of it revolved around that. And if you think that was the way that it was, then think of all the fun, just mind-blowing things that the ALDC, girls did in Abby's demeanor, which could be animated and was way worse than what I went through, but still. And she was with them for years and years, and they really saw her true colors unfold, both the good and the bad. So, that's really all that I have to say about memories of 5th grade. It's easier, and it feels more natural to talk about it rather than, say, if I wanted to write it down. Just like when someone shares their personal story, it sounds more like it was true and like it was real when they're actually talking about it truthfully, genuinely, honestly.